guys, welcome back. Your teacher here. For those of you who don't know me yet, well, I'm teacher Dario Uriñez, and I'm gonna be obviously your English teacher for this year. And well, you may be asking, what is this? Well, this is the first of a series of videos that you're gonna have available at all times, where I teach you every single one of the topics, throughout the year. We're always gonna have a topic, of course, that we're gonna take a look at, and this is for you to reinforce what was seen during class. Okay, so there are some recommendations that I would like to give you before going over the class. First is to take notes. It is essential every single one of you take notes. Why? Well, first of all, not only take notes while watching the videos, but also during the online classes. This is for you to check, to review by yourself, and not to depend on me or depend on the internet to actually study English. You need to have something, some other things to rely on, and not just the internet. Okay, so please take notes as much as you can during this video and also during the online classes. Okay, pause, rewind, and practice. Also, please, whenever you don't understand something, anything at all, just pause the video, take your time, check what's on the screen, rewind the video and listen to it again. And also, not only just to if you don't understand something, also to practice. If you see something new, please pause the video and practice pronunciation, repeat what is being said, just practice. And of course, if you don't understand, then of course rewind, pause until you understand what is being said. Okay, next we have check other websites. On your guides, okay, you're gonna have a weekly material I'm gonna be sending to you. Over there you're gonna have other websites, other links to other web pages for you to practice or even watch other videos. Okay, you're not just gonna have this video, you're gonna have other video recommendations and links and web pages recommendations from me personally for every single one of the topics that of course I'm gonna teach you. Check those websites and practice with those. Don't just let them stay there. Okay, check them out. Take your time, and what I mean by that is that English can be very simple, but just like any other topic, any other subject, you need to take your time and practice and study. Okay, so take your time, take 20 minutes a day, or even if you can, an hour a day, to practice, to check the websites, to pause the videos, and not just try to get it out of the way. Just practice and practice as much as you can, as much as it is possible to you. Okay, take notes about the what you see on the web pages, about the other take notes on the other videos, about this video in class. Make questions in class, that's very important, but that's not for this. Yes, take your time and practice as much as you can at home. Okay, because you can do it by yourself. There's nothing wrong by practicing by yourself. Okay, as I told you before, we have a topic every single class, and today's topic is simple past versus the present perfect. This is our review, because these coming weeks are going to be all about reviews, okay, all about all of the things that we've seen so far. So we have the simple past and the present perfect today. So let's check it out. So let's take a look at the simple past versus the present perfect. Let's begin with when should we use it. So the simple past, we use it to talk about previous events. For example, the movie ended horribly. I didn't like it at all.
Also, we use the simple past to talk about actions finished in the past. That word is very important, finished in the past. For example, yesterday I woke up at 8 a.m. For the present perfect, we use it to talk about experiences. For example, I've been to 8 concerts this year. They've all been great. And also to talk about variable actions, which is the same actually. So far this week, I have been to 2 concerts. Okay? That is the important word here. Variable is the important word for present perfect, and finished action is the important word for the simple past. So we have finished and variable. How do we know each one? How do we tell them apart? Well, we have the time cues for the simple past and the time cues for the present perfect. Time cues are words that give us a hint, that help us know when to use each one. For example, we have, for the simple past, we have today. Today, we have yesterday, we have earlier today, we have 3, 2, 4, a day ago, we have this morning, this afternoon, last week, last month, last year. What's important is that the action was finished in the past, in a certain moment in the past. Well, in the present perfect, we have time cues like so far, we have yet, as of now, as of today, today, this week, this month, and this year. Okay? So we have some that are the same, like today, okay? But what's important is how you use it, the context. So we're going to take a look at the timeline to see when we should use each one. In part 2, we have the tenses in a timeline. We have the simple past, and we have the sentence, I visited my parents twice last week. So in the timeline, we can see the past, the future, last week, and this week, this current week. We have the first visit and we have the second visit last week. As you can see, those are both finished actions. Okay, why are they finished actions? Because the time cue tells me that it was last week, so the action cannot be altered. It's not a variable action, it's a finished action that cannot be changed. I visited them twice and no more. Can I visit them 3 times last week? I can't, because last week is over. So those 2 are finished actions. So we use the simple past. I visited my parents twice last week. Okay, it's not variable, it's a finished action. In the second example, we have the present perfect. I have visited my parents twice this week. So I have visited my parents twice this week. So in the timeline, we see the past, the future, we have last week, and we have this week. So last week ended, it's no problem, and we're currently in this week, and this week hasn't ended, it's not over. We can see the first visit, we can see the second visit, okay? And those 2 in particular are not finished actions. Why? Because you can see today and this week. Okay, so if this week isn't finished, okay, that means that today, later today, tomorrow, okay, in the weekend, okay, I can visit my parents again. So if the period of time that I'm mentioning isn't over, then the action can change. So it is a variable action. Okay, this action can change in quantity. So I cannot say I visited my parents twice this week, unless it is Sunday evening and I'm obviously not going to visit them anymore, or just to make sure that everyone knows that I'm not gonna visit them anymore. But those actions are not finished because the period of time mentioned isn't finished. Okay, it's a variable action. Okay guys, that was it for the intro to the simple past versus the present perfect. Remember to check the guides for more information, for more material, other videos, check out other exercises to practice with. And so good luck and take care. Goodbye.